Hello, my name is Reagan Richards, and this is my Project Estimating Johnson Residence presentation. All the contact information can be found here, and the purpose of this project was to build a 2,175 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1-story single-family residence with a raised foundation and a 4-inch slab on grade attached garage. Structural framing is to be constructed with 2 by 4 by 9-inch walls with a 16-inch on-center stud and pre-manufactured truss system with trusses at 24 inches on center. Exterior finish is to be constructed of brick veneer, stucco, aluminum siding, and 30-year architectural shingle roof. I have a lot of slides, so I'll probably just hit the main point. Square footage for the walls for the living room is 440. The square yardage for the flooring is 16.85. And the square footage for the ceiling and floor is 151 square footage, with the total price being $6,289.70. Moving on to the entry, the square footage for the walls is 311.06. The square yardage for the flooring is 10.09. The square footage for the ceiling and floor is 90.83. For the entry closet, the square footage for the walls is 105. The square yardage for the flooring is 0.94. And the square footage for the ceiling and floor is 8.50, with the grand total being $6,439.65. For the kitchen, the square footage for the walls is 441.26. The square yardage for the flooring is 16.29. The square footage for the ceiling and floor is 146.58. For the pantry, the square footage for the walls is 112.30. For the flooring, it's 1.07 square yardage. For the ceiling and floor, it's 9.61 square footage. And the total cost for the kitchen is $40,480.10. For the dining room, for the square footage for the walls is 328.95. For the flooring, it's 13.65 square yardage. And then for the ceiling and for the floor, it's 122.88. For the bay, the square footage on the walls is 86.72. The square yardage for the flooring is 1.45, and the square footage for the ceiling and floor is 13.03, with the total amount being $4,647.76. For the family room, the square footage for the walls is 477.19. For the flooring, it's 20.88 square yardage. And for the ceiling and for the floor, it's 187.95 square foot, with the total being 9,596.88. For the laundry room, the walls are 247.42 square feet. The flooring is 5.33 square yardage, and the ceiling and floor is 47.99 square foot. For the water heater room, the square footage for the walls is 162 square feet. The square yardage for the flooring is 2, and then the square footage for the ceiling and floor is 18, with the total being 15,173.85. For the hallway, the square footage on the walls is 379.35. For the flooring, the square yardage is 8.15. For the ceiling and floor, it's 73.39. For the hall closet, the square footage on the walls is 153. The square yardage on the flooring is 1.83. And the square footage for the ceiling and floor is 16.50, with the total being 8,273.25. Bedroom 1, the walls are 450 square feet. The square yardage for the flooring is 15.28. The square footage for the ceiling and floor is 137.53. For the bedroom closet, the square footage for the walls is 172.50. The square yardage for the flooring is 1.69, and the ceiling and flooring square foot is 15.17, with the total being $8,422.10. For the second bedroom, it's 451 square footage for the walls. For the flooring, it's 15.28 square yardage, For the ceiling and floor, it's 137.53 for both the ceiling and the floor. For the bedroom closet, the square footage on the walls is 172.5. For the flooring, it is 1.69 square yardage. And then for the ceiling and floor, it's 15.7, with the total being 8,379.93. The hall bath is 67 square footage for the walls, 6.02 square yardage for the flooring. And then for the ceiling and floor, it's 57.17 or 54.17, with a total being 18,699.71. For the master bedroom, the square footage for the walls is 474. For the flooring, the square yardage is 19.19. For the square footage for the ceiling and floor, it's 172.67, with the total being 8,162.56. For the master bath, the square footage on the walls is 57.5. The flooring is 11.46 for the square yardage. And then the ceiling and floor is 103.14. The master closet is 234 square foot. The square yardage to the flooring is 4.67, and then the square footage for the ceiling and the floor is 42. The water closet, square foot for the walls is 179.89. The square yardage for the flooring is 2.16. The square footing for the ceiling and the floor is 19.42, and the grand total for the master bath is $20,604.44. Finally, for the main floor of the garage, the square footage on the walls is 741. The square yardage on the flooring is 46.9, and the ceiling and floor is 422.11 square footage, with the total being $9,522.81. The roof and exterior, the surface area, and the total perimeter can be found. The total is $20,983. These would be the grand totals for all the areas. And then the overhead or the value or the profit would be $36,285.16, with the total value of the property being costing $435,419.39. This would be the floor plan. And this would be the roof plan. And then this is the end of the presentation. If you have any questions, please contact me here, and thank you all for listening.